Wait.
Before we start this episode, we got to do hair and makeup.
All right, hair and
Don't
makeup.
get any. Everybody, this is our second to last day in Napa, Sonoma, California. Many of you recall the stint of Sto'co in the Know series we did like 2 or 3 years ago when we moved
When we
to DC.
say many, like 10.
We did 3 episodes.
No, I know, but many of you means like 10 of you remember that.
We had like 100 views at one point, so I still think we should be going and be doing them. So we're gonna bring back a rendition because one, we had several people, you know who you are, that commented, emailed, texted, and let us know the places to eat, drink, and visit while we were out in the West Coast. So thank you. But we wanted to make a super candid video of like our experience, I guess, for our 7-year anniversary, right, Court?
Sto'co 7, hashtag Sto'co 7.
All right, so we flew into San Fran on Sunday, and San Fran
It was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. We saw like some of the touristy areas, which was a little too touristy for us, but it was cool overall. And our favorite spots were
not the Full House. We had a little discrepancy of which house was which. Anyway, it was more about the eating than the tourism stuff because we couldn't get on Alcatraz. Full House we had a debate on, and
we had a debate.
Alamo Square was closed, which is where part of the shot was.
Oh, okay.
But it was about the eating. Although the one thing we would recommend, and I think we might do this next year, is come out a day earlier, and they have a
Bay to Breakers
7K
no,
race
12K
where everybody dresses up. But anyway, let's go. The 2 places. If you're coming out to San Fran, regardless of what you're doing, here are 2 places you gotta go to.
Chubby Noodle.
We ate our faces off. Pork
Fried
tacos,
rice.
barbecue pork fried rice,
just amazing.
Kobe beef noodles, and Kung Pao chicken wings.
And 90s hip hop.
Yeah, on a Sunday night, the best place. And we did a drink at the top of the mark prior to that, and then we also went to this other place at this Lyft driver, which I would recommend using Lyft in San Fran, not Uber. But the other place we went to,
Tonga had okay, so they took like a hotel pool, and then like no one uses the pool anymore, so they put like a boat in the pool, and they put a band in the boat, and then the band comes out on the boat, and it
rains.
Really unique.
You kind of feel like you're in Hawaii. Very cool. Highly recommend. So that next morning we woke up and had these big dreams to go to the Golden Gate Bridge, but it was completely foggy and we couldn't see anything. But the place that we did do a drive-through and we would probably recommend, which we might hit up tomorrow on our way back to Monterey, is the Marin Headlands, which is 2
kind
exits
off the beaten path. Not a lot of tourists go there, I guess.
It's 2 exits past the Golden Gate Bridge going north on 101.
If it wasn't foggy, we would have had a good view. So.
Yeah.
Go there.
All right, let's get into what a lot of you are probably watching for.
The wine.
The wine. So we left that Monday morning and headed up to Yountville, which I have to thank one of my interns, Juliana. You recommended Hotel Yountville.
Legit.
We are recommending it to everybody else.
Legit.
Save some pennies. It's worth
the
spending the extra little money to stay there for at least one night.
So good.
But Yountville in itself was beautiful. So I'll let Courtney talk about the.
Yeah, so
hotel, the places we ate.
We did Yountville Deli real quick for lunch. Amazing. Oh my God, there's like a brie, turkey, avocado sandwich. Just do it.
And there's a turkey and pesto sandwich.
Yeah. And then we went to we had some time, so we went to a quick tasting at Priest Ranch Tasting Room, which was all right. We didn't do a tasting there. We just got like a glass of two different glasses.
In that town, there's 3 or 4 tasting rooms. That's just one that we popped into.
But our favorite, probably one of our favorite top 2 favorite places was Elizabeth Spencer, which was a recommendation from
Dave and
Lindsay.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing, and they give you a geography lesson while you get the wine.
They have a 3D map of the mountains here through the West Coast.
And they tell you where they get all their grapes from. But they're kind of cool because they get grapes from all these different places. So there's not like a vineyard on site. It's like they get grapes from everywhere.
And it's husband, wife owned. So really cool story. The guy, we even walked in, it was our first winery. He used to live in Arlington. He used to work at one of the wineries, and we talked about the different wineries out in Virginia that we knew, so there's a complete connection there. But we were there probably for almost 90 minutes with this one woman, Kathy, and between hearing a story to tasting new wines like Pinot Blanc, which I've never had before, great white wine.
Kevin called it Pinot Blanc.
All right. Awesome winery, and then they have a whole nother label of different reds and estate and reserve wines, but Elizabeth Spencer, very well done. Yeah.
Then we went to this place called Silver Oak, which everyone was like, "Oh, go to Silver Oak." It was all right.
Yeah.
I would go to there's like 400 wineries in Napa.
Yeah.
You can get skip Silver Oak somewhere else, but it was fine.
Beautiful area.
Yeah.
They only had 3 cabs to try, so. Yeah.
Then for our anniversary dinner, we went to Bichon Bistro.
I took Court there. I made a little
which is
reservation.
like a Michelin restaurant.
Yeah, so you have options in Yountville, but a lot of them get very packed. So you have places like Ad Hoc, Bichon Bistro, Bichon Bakery, French Laundry, etc. And you can hit all different price scales, but you got to make a reservation. We had a reservation for like 9:30 at night. I made that like over a week prior. We tried to get in a little bit earlier, but we still had to wait. So.
It's like the most concentrated Michelin restaurants in like one area.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I mean, talking about Michelin, you think you're paying, like, we actually had a nice meal for a relatively affordable price. But really good place. And they even had a little,
anywhere you eat now,
they had a little card on our table to wish us a happy anniversary. So that was a nice touch.
Cool. Okay.
So day 3, I guess.
Next day, we went to Sterling, and they had a gondola, and the gondola took us up the mountain or
top
whatever.
Of the mountain.
It was amazing. I wish I had a little wine before getting on the gondola because I was a little scared. But we got up there, and they do like a really cool thing where like you go up and you can either do like the normal tour, which is just like a self-guided kind of like go through all these spots and get wine, or you can also do that plus like a couple wines up on their like nice.
So it's like kind of like a choose your own adventure. So instead of drinking at one tasting bar, they have about 4 or 5 different spots. So they have a bistro area, then they have a fermenting station, then they have kind of a shipping area where they ship the wine.
So where they make the wine.
Yeah, where you go through, and they have little TV screens and stuff. We paid, I think it was an extra $18 total, so it was only $9 extra dollars per person to actually go up to this veranda terrace area where they had little blue jays kind of poking around, which were pretty cool. But you got a cheese plate and you tried 3 of the reserve wines. I would say
I would do it.
Was worth it.
Yeah, I would do it
for an extra like
bucks.
$18.
Yeah,
it was worth
good.
it. So
Sterling. Then we went, and by the way, this whole day we did like Uber or Lyft.
So like everybody I recommend between like Mike and Kayla and all these other people, I recommended using Uber and Lyft. You definitely get away. Today was the only day that we drove.
Yeah. So Alpha Omega was our next one, and that was really nice too.
Yeah, beautiful scenery, small shop.
Really good wines. Yeah. Holy crap! They don't sell anywhere. Like it's
we had
only
one of the wines that was 100% Cabernet, which is kind of unheard of.
Yeah, so. It was like $210, but we got an tasting.
And then we did what everybody talks about in Napa. We did mustards.
Yeah, it was really good. It was great. I had the chicken Caesar salad. Kevin had chicken sandwich or something.
Yep.
Delicious for lunch. Totally recommend it.
Again, try to make a res.
Okay. Let's talk about Mum. So
we might be going back earlier today. Courtney needs a redo. Okay,
I need a redo because so there's 2 tastings. There's like the whatever normal general admission tasting, and then there was like the upgrade tasting.
Which is what you want. You want the general tasting.
So I went on TripAdvisor and I was looking through the reviews, and this one guy was like, "Do the upgrade. It's so much better." Da da da. And I was like, "Okay, fine. I'll do the upgrade. It's our anniversary, whatever." So we do that. I wish I would have done the damn general admission. The general admission was a flight of wines. The upgrade was like 2 flutes.
So you had access to the terrace to the left, on closer to the vineyards, which wasn't even that much better. You still had.
I want to fly.
You basically got 2 flutes. Listen, we did try a 2005
it was
like Pinot Noir champagne. It was really good.
Problems, but I'm just like annoyed
if
because
you want to try more,
I wanted the flight of bubbles.
Pay less money and do it on the upstairs terrace.
Yeah. So, okay, we're done with bums.
Really good bubbles though.
Then we got we ordered food in because our hotel was so awesome. We just wanted to like hang out there, and then let's see. Okay, so then
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, so we did. So I wanted ever since I was little, I've wanted to see sequoias.
We also needed. We did 2 days of drinking wine. We needed a break of exercise and non.
Yeah. So our break was we're gonna hike through Muir Woods, which is where the sequoias.
It's about an hour back south towards San Fran.
So ever since I was little, I've wanted to see these damn giant trees. And I like Googled all this stuff, and the one guy was like, oh, go here. It's like off the beaten path. You can like not pay the visitor fee and like try to like hike down. And we hiked for like 15 minutes, and I was like, we're never gonna find like the sequoias. Let's go back. So we like did basically like a 30-minute just like random hike, which was fine. It was good like exercise. But then we like drove in to the visitor center. We parked at the visitor center, and we actually saw some sequoias. So I would highly recommend, just even though it sucks and it's touristy, and if you can go in the middle of the week, that's better. But do the visitor center, see the damn sequoias, where they are.
Pay the $10 fee.
Pay the $10 fee. It's worth it. It was amazing. And then I got inside a sequoia, and it was awesome.
And you could do that in about an hour and a half hike. There's a lot of options. The one thing we did do afterwards, though, is we did the Muir beach overlook. Beautiful views. Kind of reminded me of being in Europe and Wales and England. But totally worth that. It's an extra like 10-minute drive, but that's another kind of windy road, so just be ready for that.
So then our hotel was up in Sonoma, like near Sonoma. So on the way was Petaluma, which is where Lagunitas is, and where Epa, who's in Kevin's book, works.
So we actually finally got to meet this guy.
We finally met Epa, which was amazing. Epa's so freaking cool.
He immediately met us, gave us 3 free beers. Gave us a Blitz private tour of some projects he's been working on. So now they're like 40% water sustainability. They have their own grass-fed cows and beef on.
But in general, highly recommend going to the
Lagunitas. So for some of you craft beer
music, all that.
geeks out there, I know that like Lagunitas bought out or got bought out by
I wouldn't say
Heineken.
That,
One, they've already been owned by 50% of Heineken since 2015, which I just found out. But now nothing has changed. But the thing I like about Lagunitas is, other than their 2 or 3 beers that you commonly see in grocery stores, they have a whole list of about 12 other beers that you will never find anywhere else, and I think that's one of the caveats and one of the reasons to go check out Lagunitas.
I would definitely go there if you can.
And they call it a campus. They literally have a concert stage, they have a tap room, they have
always
this
have live
whole
music.
area, and they're making a ton of beer.
Yep.
So
all right.
And then today.
Oh my God!
So
So wait,
Thursday,
hold on. So last night
4.
we get to Hotel Alea, and the woman that was checking us in
Could have been Sherry O'Terry.
Sherry O'Terry.
From
100% from SNL. Like SNL character Sherry O'Terry.
So staying at Alea Hotel in Glen Ellen in Sonoma County, we would highly recommend this area. It's not as populated as Napa area, but super nice. And they just redid this hotel in 2011, so it is clean. It's up to date. They have a fire pit, they have a jacuzzi, so they have.
Sherry O'Terry's.
And they have bed and breakfast.
So then this morning we had probably these. So along with Elizabeth Spencer, top 2. Our other second favorite place was Ridge Winery, and it was so fun. We did the tour. So when we were in Bordeaux last year, we did like a tour with every single place. So I didn't want to do a tour every time, but here we chose to do the tour. Well worth it. Do the tour at Ridge.
Make sure you block off at least 2 hours. Ask for the guy David.
Oh my God.
He was super knowledgeable, super passionate.
Has
he
been
and
in
his
wine
wife
forever.
live
It's like a wine
near
genius.
the winery, but you get just a whole better knowledge of what you're about to drink. And I think one of the coolest things, because we've never done this before, we actually got to do, I think he gave us 4,
a barrel tasting,
like 5. We just basically hopped around the where all the barrels were, and he pulled out 5 different tastings for us,
which was cool.
That was in addition to the first wine we had. A Chardonnay when we got there,
and then 5 when we got
wines,
upstairs.
And then we went upstairs.
So
we
we
had
had
a private
11
tasting
tables.
with cheese, pepperoni, and all that. We did another 5 wines. That one we wound up buying 2 or 3 wines to ship home, and I'll tell you why. Because some of their bottles were actually only like $30, $40.
Reasonable.
They're very reasonable, and relative to the $100 ones, $150 ones at Silver Oak, this was very reasonable, and they're award-winning wines.
Yeah. Okay, so then we went to Little Simi Winery, which was cute.
4 minutes from Ridge Winery.
4 minutes from Ridge, and they do a cheese pairing. And that was actually really good. They are very thoughtful about the cheese and jellies that they kind of pair with their wines. And it was super cute, and it was really well done.
It's 4 minutes away, but it's kind of it's not off the beaten path, but you could completely drive by it. But I think they're trying to revamp it.
Yeah,
and
really
service
good.
was great, food was great.
S-I-M-I.
Very good. Highly recommend it.
All right, and then finally, where we're at now, this beautiful veranda. is that Ferrari Gennaro. Sounds like a car.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous gardens. And the wine's pretty good, but the scenery is
Scenery's
epic.
good. Even walking up to here, there's gardens, but it's not. It's actually so like for $10 you can do 5 tastings.
Yeah.
But that's all you get.
5 wines,
But it's worth coming here for at least the scenery. The sun's coming out right now.
Yeah, it's
But
beautiful.
the wines is not. I mean,
They're great.
nothing to write home
Yeah,
about.
right.
They're good.
They're good.
But worth the scenery.
Yeah,
So.
well worth the scenery.
That is our review. We're heading to Monterey
Sto'co
tomorrow.
in the Know,
I know this is a
episode
15-minute video, but we
4.
hope that this was pretty detailed, I think, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're rambling, and for those of you that are friends and family of ours, I'm
No
sure...
one's listening at this point.
Yeah, no one's listening. But if you are planning a trip or you know somebody
If you're
planning a trip...
listening, email us the word cashew and we'll send you a bottle of wine. If you're at this part in the... No, if you're at this part in the video, email us the word or text us the word cashew.
Just subject, cashew.
That's
and
it.
We'll send
And
you
we will send you a
something.
bottle of wine.
Or if you're going to Napa, we'll hook you up with something.
Because if you're at this point,
Yeah.
you're a true fan.
Cool. Thank you guys. Thanks. Seriously, there was at least like 20 or 30, 40 of you that helped us.
Yes, thank you
with,
for those that
planning
gave
this,
us
yeah.
good recommendations.
Thanks, guys.